Hello and welcome back to Josh Delozer Investments. Today we're talking about business negotiation and negotiating skills for business success, top strategies for effective negotiation. Before we get started, today's book is LinkedIn. It's by Omar Garriott and Jeremy Schiffling. It's highly recommended. It gets a 9 out of 10. Basically shows you how to network correctly on the LinkedIn site. It's definitely a good read. It's the insider's guide to how the new job search really works and how to make it work for you. You can meet tons of professionals, connect with, and expand your business in whatever professional field you're in. Today we're just go over a few quick negotiating skills. Negotiation is one of the most important things you can possibly learn. We're going to go right through a few key topics. It doesn't matter if you're what level of business you're in, if you're a large-scale billion-dollar business or a startup. You need to learn these skills. We're breaking down the essential negotiation skills every business leader, investor, entrepreneur needs to master. Whether you're closing a major deal or navigating everyday business challenges, negotiation is your most powerful tool. Let's take a dive into some strategies that will set your performance to a new all-time high. We take a quick look at the first thing about negotiating skills. Negotiation is everywhere, from multi-million-dollar deals to daily business decisions. Effective negotiation drives business growth, resolves conflicts, and builds lasting partnerships. We take a quick look. The goal is always to make the best decision possible and never settle. Just go by Economics 101 if you want a good starting point. Always protect your principal, and you just go right down the list. You try to find other key areas where both businesses can grow. We take a quick look at a few strategic communications is very important. Success starts with communication. Articulate your position clearly and listen actively. Active listening uncovers shared goals and areas of compromise. Another tip is to always paraphrase what you hear to show understanding and to build trust. Clearly define your objective. So there can be a meeting of the minds, and objectives can be reached as soon as possible. Business is about efficiency, and making the right deals with the right business partners is one of the main keys to success. Always be sure to take notes on the other side's objectives. You may not have the answer right away, but after the meeting, you can have a clear understanding of what the other side wants to attain from any business deals. So, have everything written down. Very important. The next big thing we're going to go through right here is take a quick look at number 3 is building trust. Strong relationships are the backbone of successful negotiations. Be polite, pleasant, and genuinely interested in the other party's perspective. Trust is built over time. Invest in trust. Basically it's being consistent and treating the other party as you want to be treated. That's a very key thing. You always want to see things from their point of view, as well as make sure that, when you ask a question, ask as if you are asking yourself. It will pay dividends. Next, we're going to cover another important part is planning and preparation. Research the other party's interests, objectives, and constraints. Set clear goals and develop a roadmap for negotiation. You need to understand what the other person wants for the future and try to help them attain it by offering a win-win. Really, the more clarity you have, the more, the quicker you'll get to achieve mutual goals that both companies have, such as making profits on certain items that you may decide to cross-promote. Next, we're going to talk about always look at a person's. If we take a quick look at why a lot of these businesses' main objectives, you want to go through understanding the other side's mission, their values. Always key to long-term success is understanding where they're at today, where their plan is for 6 months, 12 months, 5 years down the line. You want to see their long-term vision. You want to focus on their interest, not their positions. Dig deeper to understand true motivations. Always separate people from the problem. Address issues, not personalities. Brainstorm options for mutual gain before deciding on a solution. Insist on objective criteria to keep discussions productive and fair. You've got a 2-hour meeting. You want every second of that meeting already accounted for, and so you can stay on time and on task, and you know what you want to achieve at each set. So basically, every minute should have a set objective. That's key to being highly effective in negotiations. Stay on task. Next, we're going to talk about creating and claiming value. Look for ways where both sides can win. Expand the pie before dividing it. Be direct, clear about your values proposition. Show how your solution benefits everyone. Use smart trade-offs. If you offer concessions, only offer them when you can get something valuable in return. Look for ways that your companies can make new revenue streams for the future. It's always crucial to be planning ahead. That's the biggest thing. An hour's worth of planning is worth a day's worth of work. So you definitely want to be well prepared, and the money that it will make you and save you is something that when you go back and look at, it's something that it's by far and away the most important part of business, is having everything planned and detailed out correctly. If you're not planned, you're basically burning money and wasting time. Next, we're going to talk about always stay flexible. Be ready to pivot as new information emerges. I personally like to have everything written down. That's new, that just happens to come up. I plan all new business. I take everything written down and I plan it over the next week or two, just so I can get the most return on my investment out of that deal. That's me personally. Everyone's different, but I want to make sure every deal, I get the most possible that I possibly can from it. Next, I'm going to talk about let the other side make the first deal. Their offer may be better than you expected. So never short yourself. Always stay open-minded and listen. Appreciate everyone watching this video this week. Please hit the like and subscribe button. I'm trying to get this account monetized. So, be sure to check out our other videos covering investing and personal finance. And if you have any comments or questions, leave them in, just comments in the section below. We'll be more than happy to get back to you. And if you get a chance, please visit JoshDeLozierInvestments.com. That's our official website. Appreciate everyone watching this video. We'll make another one next week. Have an amazing weekend.